Well, I have to say, I fully expected the pond to have burst its banks last night due to the amount of rain we've had. It hit 10.5 rain. God, dear me. You can see the water level is really high though. It's burst its banks in certain areas. I mean, normally those banana trees just there are dry, but they're now submerged. But it hasn't quite burst its banks along there yet, so that's pretty good. Fish are looking nice though. Look at them, you can see them swimming towards you. Yeah, it's nicely filled up, that is. Pie's going to cut down a load of this cow grass and put it in the pond. The fish will eat that. She'll put some in the new pond here and some in the old. You see the kingfisher on the water? Beautiful. Yeah, I know they're little devils, eat our fish, but I do love them. They're so beautiful to look at. So yeah, all part of nature, isn't it? Look at all the flowers that Mum planted. She does like her flowers, and it does make the farm look pretty, so yeah, just lovely. It does look as if we're going to get an awful lot more rain though. Should be coming to the end of it very, very shortly. The rains can't last much longer, and then we'll move into our winter period. It'll be fine. It's generally pretty warm in the day, but yeah, as we approach into February, March, it can get really, really cold. As you saw last year, I'll be out with my little woolen hat again, my beanie. I'm not a great fan of the cold, but you know, it is what it is. You just got to put up with it. But it doesn't last very long. You know, the winter months is only a sort of 8-week period. So yeah, it's not terrible, but it's nice out here today. Pie looking pretty good in her new glasses. Look, they do go nice and dark though. Protect your eyes. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those two kingfishers that we have here, they're quite active today. Been flying across the pond several times just now, and now they disappeared. See Pie over there, she's cutting down some of the cow grass, and Dad over there, he's now strimming away all the undergrowth. It does grow so fast, but he's been really busy with the tobacco field for the last few weeks, so he's not had much of a chance to do anything here. I did ask him if he wanted me to do it, and he said no. He don't like anybody touching his tools. He doesn't really have much in the way of tools, only a couple of items, and yeah, he doesn't like anybody touching them at all. Taking a couple of hours to get through that lot though. You can see over the back there the combine harvester, now harvesting all the rice in the other fields. Somebody asked me the other day about the ducks and the chickens and are they laying, and I said no, they haven't been laying for about a couple of months now, and I don't really know why. But just coming round here this morning, I've got a chicken on a nest. So she's obviously got a clutch of eggs. Which means they're laying again, which is great. And you get a load more chicks floating around before long. Wonderful. I do like them. Now, the last time I actually came round here, the cow grass was about 9 feet tall, and it's got to be the best part of 12 now. That's how quickly it grows. And you can see Pie's been cutting it down all the way along here, and then throwing it in the pond down there. It does provide a food supplement for the fish. So yeah, it cuts down the cost of feeding them. Never happier than when she's out on the farm just milling around doing her thing. Now, I don't know whether you can see this, guys, the kingfisher down there. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer, but I think as I get closer he's going to fly off. They are pretty shy birds. He's lovely though. That blue, oh, it's just wonderful. And away he goes. Is he going to come back? Here he comes again. Oh wow. Oh, I love them. I don't know what it is about kingfishers, I just think they're incredible. But the colour is just, oh, unbelievably beautiful. He's perched on over there now. Oh, and his mate just perched with him. That time that I did manage to catch the kingfishers took me a couple of hours. I don't actually have the tripod with me, so I can't set that up. But yeah, it does take a fair bit of patience to get them. But it was worth it at the time because I caught them really nicely. My mum's out there and she's sorting out a vegetable garden. She's already got a load of veg. Nice, isn't it? Again, the varieties of vegetables they can grow here is pretty good. Thinking about growing some potatoes, it'll cut down the cost of having to go and buy them. Sometimes they're very, very easy to get in the market, and sometimes they're not. It's just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, if we grew our own, then I'd have a ready supply. We might even be able to grow enough to be able to sell at the market ourselves. So yeah, it would give Pie's mum and dad just another little bit of income. So watch this space. You never know, I might find a little patch around here shortly and cultivate some potatoes. Well, one of our subscribers noted that we got a new mic. Yes, Gary, it finally turned up. God, it took a lot longer than I thought. Normally a Lazarda's pretty quick, but yeah, it did take quite a while. What I'm going to do now is test it on the bike to make sure it records okay. And if it does this job, then I'll go ahead and order a couple more, and that way I'll know that I've always got spares. It's one thing about vlogging, you know, you do need spares of your bits and pieces. One of the other things that Pie and I are going to acquire within the next couple of months is a new GoPro camera as well. I might actually just buy the Hero 5. I don't think I'm going to really bother with the Hero 6 at this point. And just use it on the handlebars here, mount it here so you can get a view of me when I'm riding as well, and you know, use it as a backup. You know, it's always nice to have that backup. Okay then, honey, well, off we go. Always nice to get out on the bike though. Right, helmet visor down. And I'm just hoping that the audio on this is going to be just fine. And no reason why it shouldn't. It should work just well. It's a shame actually I didn't have it yesterday when I did the review, because it would have made the review, I think, a little bit better. But I was limited to the tools I had, so that's life, isn't it? Nice out here today, don't it? I was sitting on the back, but not for very much longer. We're going to go and gas up and then she'll take over. Pie's still getting used to the bike. She likes it. She wants to go to a particular road and just get a little bit more familiar with it, which is sensible. This is our local gas station, and we need 95. One of the things I did do when my mic broke, I tried to hook up the Tascam to the BT intercom headset that I got. I've seen that it does work, but it didn't work with mine for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But anyway, that's by the by now. Get out of his way. Yep, there you go. I actually prefer recording separate audio. Yeah, it does mean that you have to sync the audio and the video, but it's really so easy to do. And the benefit, of course, is that you get such a nice clear audio.
if you're going to start vlogging, I think it's one of the best pieces of advice you can get is to make sure that your audio is clear. It does make a vast difference. Just glorious out here today though. A little bit of cloud, but it's really, really warm. Pi and I actually took our Ween jacket liners out of the jackets we're wearing. It's so hot. It's one of the things, you know, living in Southeast Asia and, you know, and travelling around on a bike, it does get a bit warm. But of course there's lots of different clothing you can wear. A lot of motorcyclists here go for mesh style clothing, so it's highly breathable and lets the wind blow through as you're riding along, keep you nice and cool. Nothing quite like it though, being out on the open road. Yeah, as I said, Pi's still becoming sort of acclimatised to the bike. You know, again, you go from that tiny little 150 to this. It does make a huge difference. For me, I don't really find it a huge sort of stepping stone. I don't know why, I just don't. I'm like it with most vehicles. I've driven so many vehicles in my day that I pretty much sort of take it in my stride when I get on something new. On that note, of course, Pi did ride the Versys 650 when we was out and about with Bob on the one that we hired, and she rode that really well. I sat on the back pillion, very comfortable. I'm actually a lousy pillion, I've got to be honest here. Apart from when I'm on it with Pi, I just trust her implicitly. Right, this is where Pi wants to ride, so I'm going to pull over here and let her take over. It does actually help though, because Pi, I said, is taller than me. So you can see she's almost flat-footed at either side, where me, I'm on the balls of my feet. Yeah, being short, it's a curse, I'm telling you. Actually, she's a very, very steady sort of rider. She doesn't air about anywhere, neither do I though. She does like to sort of get the feel for a bike, which is a good thing. You know, if you take it steady on a bike when you first take off, you'll quickly find out, you know, how capable the bike is at very low speeds, and that's always a good thing. This particular bike, as I said in the review, it is actually very, very stable at very low speeds, which makes it such a brilliant commuter bike. So I'll try and tilt my head slightly outwards so you just don't see the back of Pi's helmet like that. There's some beautiful countryside out here though. Look at this road though, there's absolutely nothing down it. Unbelievably good. I've got to say, sitting on the back here is a very nice experience. You're not too far above the rider, and it is extremely comfortable. That back seat here, oh, it's just lovely. Oh, she's a speed demon. She's now clocking 100 kilometres an hour, and it's really, really nice. It's so comfortable. You don't really feel like you're doing it though, it's weird. It really used to bother me sitting on the back of the bike though. I used to hate it. But again, with Pi, I don't worry about it at all. Some really nice scenery out here though. as I said to you before, you know, when you ride a bike, you get to see so much more, and even more so when you're a pillion. You get to have a look around and see what's going on. I like it.
You like it though? Yeah, your feet are alright, see? Yeah? Because you're that much taller than I am, honey. And it goes to show you just how much taller you are than me. But I think you ride it really well, babe. I mean, absolutely fantastic. I've got to say it, guys. She is a very good rider. She's very steady. And she does love it. She does love her bikes. And, you know, what can I say? It's an exceptional machine. It really is. We're absolutely thrilled with it. Yeah? You like that a lot, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, baby. Enjoy your motorbike ride?
Yeah.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah.
It is a good machine, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It's a joy to ride. Well, that's about all from Pie Night today. Whatever you do, have a fantastic day and stay safe. Don't forget, please subscribe, share and like. It does make a difference. And Pie and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.
See you tomorrow.